Hey! Okay, today it's a new position for my video. So, today is video number 4, which was supposed to be yesterday. However, yesterday was flying out of the window, so I'm going to do both of them today in 2 different times. So, the 4th video is if you don't use it, you lose it. And it's about holding your frequency steady and how to keep it. What I have realized though is that the idea of energy and your specific energy seems like some kind of a rocket science for a lot of people, like something which is out there, something which is too intangible, something which is too abstract, and they don't know how to even start communicating with that idea. So I would like to offer you a perspective, okay? When I'm offering things, usually I'm offering a perspective, and the tangible offers come at the end. So think about your muscles, okay? Your muscles, you see, there is a little muscle over there, okay? So think about your muscles as your energy, you know, your frequency, okay? And I'm going to take and think about weights, okay? Let's say I have a weight here, okay? So think about your muscles and think about weights, okay? As higher your frequency, okay? As more as weights you can lift. That's how simple it is, okay? So it doesn't have to be, it's not, I don't know what to do with that now. Yeah, just throw it over there. Okay. So that's the same thing with your energy and frequency. As more as frequency, as higher as your frequency is, as bigger as the lifts you can lift is. And it's going to go with your goals. Okay? As higher or better the muscle is bigger manifestations you can have. Okay? Now, you're going to say to me, okay, Ravital, we got this. That was simple. Now, how that project into real life? And you can see, if you're going to take celebrities out there, okay? Celebrities in all different fields. Basically, they carry a big title, okay? Now, in order to carry a big title for a long period of time, okay, to sustain it, okay, you have to keep your frequency up. Why? Because the challenges, okay, the weights are going to become heavier and bigger. And if you don't have those muscles, okay, okay, you won't be able to do that. That's how simple it is. Oh, I was dropping them down. You see? So that's the principle. This is the practical principle behind energy and frequency. Okay? As higher as your frequency, okay, as heavy as the lift can be over there. You see, I'm waiting. I'm using lifts too. Okay, I just dropped it down. Now, the same thing is, if you don't keep your frequency, if you don't keep those muscles, okay, you will not be able to sustain those weights. That's how simple it is. You won't be able to continue and carry that title. You won't be able to continue with that mission. You won't be able to pursue that goal. And I can tell you from my own experience, okay, as a consultant in everything that I was doing, okay, any type of counseling that I was doing, any kind of work that I was working with people, I've always see them reaching up for goals, okay, that are far beyond their capacity. their current capacity. Basically, they had to grow their muscles, they had to increase their frequency in order to get there. And this is the kind of work that for most people, it's completely abstract and they don't even understand what it means to do. Okay, so working on your energy field is very similar to working on your muscles. It's a training and you have to practice it. Okay, and now how does it look like? It looks like a lot of meditation work and a lot of mindset work joined together with some physical practice. This is how it works, because you have to combine your higher faculties, okay, with your mental practice and some physical practice. Okay, now let me start with the physical practice. Physical practice is your lifestyle. Okay, it's the way you carry yourself, it's your regiments, it's your daily regiments. And those daily regiments, believe it or not, affect your frequency. You know, think about it. If you eat something that isn't good for you, you're gonna get sick, right? So you want to be clear on what it is that you eat in order to enhance your well-being, right? So that's a simple thing. Okay, when it comes to your lifestyle, if your environment is not supporting your growth, okay, and think about it, that we are made of, I don't know how many billions or trillions of cells, and cells definitely respond to their environment. Cells are all about environment. The same thing with your own environment. Okay, we are creatures that respond to their environment. So your lifestyle really associated with your environment. Okay, so the environment has a huge effect on your level of frequency. Okay, now if we're going to go, and I'm working my way up from the most tangible, which is the physical, okay, into the higher faculties, which are abstract. Okay, so the next level is the level of the mindset, the level of the psychology. I would say that psychology. Okay, so if your psychology, if your mindset is not attuned, okay, with the physical regiment and lifestyle that I was mentioning before, okay, you don't have that alignment, you don't have that congruency, you don't have that continuous, you know, it doesn't go. It's like those beads in my chain, you know, you have to attach them together in order to get some kind of creation that makes sense, that works together. Okay, so your mindset, your psychology, I think mindset is another word for psychology, you know, so that your mindset has to be incongruent, it has to be in alignment, it has to be flowing with your environment and your lifestyle and your regiment. Okay, basically they support each other. Okay, because if you're sick, what kind of a psychology you have, what kind of a mindset you have. Okay, and in order for you to keep that regiment and to keep that lifestyle, you do have to have your mindset in place. Okay, and the next level is your higher faculties. What are your higher faculties? Is your ability to imagine, is your ability to meditate, is your ability to conjure, is your ability to download, is your ability to process, it's your ability to connect, it's your ability to align with your own divinity, to align with those aspects of you that are beyond the tangible physical, you know, manifestation of your body. It's your ability to operate and to connect from those aspects of you that are timeless, that are infinite. You see? So once you're connecting those three aspects, okay, the physical, the environment and regiment, okay, your lifestyle and your daily regiment, okay, with your mindset, and then with your higher faculties, let's do it like this, okay, this is how you are affecting your frequency, okay, and your environment is everything that is around you. It's your home, it's your neighborhood, it's your society, it's your family, it's your working place. Hi, thank you for joining. It's your working place, it's the job title that you're holding, it's all of those things. The people you interact with, it's your business, the kind of people you're working with in your business. This is the tangible, this is the physical. You see? So all those things have to connect together, okay, in order for you to raise up your frequency and work it up. You see? So, and as I was giving that example of your muscles and the lifts for your, to measure and quantify your frequency, the same thing is going to happen if you're going to neglect it. If you're going to neglect it, if you're going to be reluctant, if you're going to dismiss things, you're going to start becoming complacent about this. You're not going to go to your frequency gym, so to say, to your energetic gym. This is where your muscles, this is where your frequency is going to decline. And once it's going to decline, you won't be able to hold into those manifestations, either that you have or that you want to have. And basically you're going to step down. You're not going to continue working your way up. Hey, thank you. Do you hear me well? Send me hearts if you hear me well. You see? So that's how simple it is. And as I say, you work on your frequency with 3 basic elements: the physical, the mental. Hi, do you hear me? The mental, and with your higher faculties, which is your mind. You see? Oh, great. So, and as any other muscle, if you don't train it, it's going to decline. Now, the good news is that the body, okay, your muscles have memory. Okay, your body have memory. Let's say I can immediately go into my pauses, my classical pauses, the ballet pauses. Right away, my body has the memory. I can immediately go there. Okay, I would not be able to sustain everything because I'm not in shape, that level of shape. Okay, but my body has immediate memory of where to position myself, how to position my hands, how to immediately have that kind of memory. Why? Because it's there. So this is the good news. The good news that once you reach that level of frequency, the body, the mind, and has that memory, so you can recognize it and you own it. It's yours. Even you didn't use it, okay? There is a memory registered in your space. So it's easy for you to recognize it because you have had it already, you see? And another good news is that as you raise up your frequency, as you used to have good muscles, okay? You are going to get used to that frequency. You're going to get used to that feeling in your body of being in shape. And when you're going to step down from that, you're going to feel it. It may not be too comfortable for you now to be on a lower shape. I would say shape instead of frequency. And you would like immediately to step up. You would like to take action in order to gain that shape that you had before. And the thing is, that's another good news, that it's not going to be difficult. Do you still hear me? Because I heard some kind of a click. Do you hear me? Just because I heard a click on my mic. I get no response, so I don't know. Well, I hope it's fine. Do you hear me? That's technology for you. Oh, great, thank you. So, I'm going to recap the video for today. So, what I'm saying is that the energy is like a muscle tone, okay? You can work it out and build it up, and as you work it up and build it up, as heavy as the lifts that you can lift, okay? And I already see those images of a huge bodybuilder. No, we're not going to grow into we're not growing into that level with the body, but we definitely have no limits when it comes to our frequency, okay? I know when it comes to my frequency, I'm a huge bodybuilder, okay? I have those huge muscles over there, okay? However, as you're raising your frequency, this is how heavy, this is how big the manifestation that you would like to pursue, okay? And there are 3 components for this. It's the physical, tangible, it's your daily regimen and your environment. And as I stated before, and everybody knows that already, it's a scientific fact. Everybody speak about it. Bruce Lipton is constantly talking about that. His teacher was telling him, check the environment on the dishes. Always check the environment of the cells, because this is what indicate, or this is what that determined, okay, their evolution. It's their environment. So when it comes to the physical, tangible assets that we have, it's the environment, okay? It's our daily regimens and it's our environment, okay? And then we have the psychology, we have the level of the mindset, okay? Are we attuned with this? And those 2 factors are connected and responding to each other, okay? And then we have the higher faculties, which is the mind, that basically governs everything. See? And the last thing that I was saying today is that there is a good news, that if you get used to be in a good shape, if you are used to be on a high frequency, it will be easy for you to accelerate it, or to continue, or to expand it. And even you slept down, it will be an easier work for you to return it up again. It's like you have, think about it, that you have been an Olympian, or you have been a professional athlete, or you have had athletic activity for many years, and you're healthy, okay? You didn't bruise yourself or damage your body, okay? It will be easy for you to go back into your routine. Why? Because there is the memory in your space already. There is the memory in your muscles, there's the memory in your cells, there is the memory in your energetic field. Okay, when I was about 2 years ago, when I was going back to my psychic school, the first thing that my teacher was checking, he wanted to check my energetic tools. He said, your energetic tools are working, it's all in place, it's all fine. What it means that I am fit. I'm in a good fit to move on with my practice. You see? So, if you have any questions for me today, I will be far more than just happy to answer them right now. If you have any questions, better just write it down. And if you're watching the replay either here or on YouTube, I'm always happy to to respond to questions or comments or anything that you would like me to talk about or to answer next. And as usual, if you want to work on your energy, if you want to work on your non-physical muscles, okay, so you can communicate with me via Facebook, send me your email address, and I will correspond with you right after, and we'll take it from there. This work is not for everyone. This is not a work for people who march on their belly. 3 fast tips to raise our vibration. Now, please. That's kind of funny because I was just talking about this. Do you ever focus on it? Focus on it. You know, just focus on your frequency and think that you have a gauge, okay, between 1 to 10. Think that you have a gauge. Close your eyes for a second and see where your frequency is. And you can tell yourself, my frequency is 3, my frequency is 5, okay? And then you're going to look into this and ask yourself, what can I do? What needs to be done in order for me to raise my frequency? Okay? To raise my frequency. And then you're going to say, oh, I think if I'm going to read a book that is going to blow my mind, it's going to jump my frequency. Then you're going to look how this is going to jump your frequency, and it's going to say, oh, I think this is going to take me into 8. Okay? And then you say, and you think to yourself, is 8 a good frequency for me? And you can say, comparing with 3 and 5, 8 is awesome. Let's go for it. Okay? And then you can ask yourself another question. If a book, a great book, okay, and I don't know which book it is, but I'm a bookworm, okay, a good book is going to take me to 8, what is going to take me further on? And then you're going to say, I think that if I'm going to go to the beach with my friends, I know you like it, it just happened to come up, okay, I'm going to feel really wonderful. So is it possible that if I'm going to go to the beach and take that book, it's going to raise my frequency? And then you're going to say, oh, I think it's going to raise my frequency maybe to 9 or 9.5. It's still not going to take me to 10. And then you can ask yourself, okay, let's say I'm going to take this book with me to the beach or talk about it with my friends on the beach. What is going to take me to the next level? And you can say, I think I'm going to be utterly and absolutely happy if that book is going to create a breakthrough in my reality, and I'm going to feel that divine intervention and all those synchronicities just unfolding in my life. And this is going to get me into 10. And then you're going to feel how is it to go and to feel on a high vibration. Is that answering your question? Because I basically gave you an exercise with some steps in it that is covering your 3 tips. Okay? Now, I'm telling you that this is something that happens to me constantly. Let's say back in the days when I was working on raising my frequency, when it was really a work for me. I was just starting to train, okay, my energetic muscles. It was just the beginning. I didn't have much of muscles, okay. So I remember that I used to, thank you, I used to have that experience with the books of Neil Donald Welch, Conversations with God. And I'm talking about nearly 20 years ago. So when I was reading the first book, which was a very interesting experience, how I found that book and how I came into read it, okay, because that book was chasing me for I think a year or 2 until I decided until it came to the point in which I really bought it. And when I was reading that book, when I finished reading that book, I felt that there was a huge breakthrough, and all of a sudden the reality started to reorganize itself around me, and my feelings and my energy and the manifestations, I was basically going through a breakthrough, a huge breakthrough, only by reading that book. Okay, because that book made peace with me and Source in a way, helped me to make sense with Source, to make sense with the idea of the divine, like what it is. Because for me, it was just that a religious entity that just want to kill or eat, or I don't know, or that kind of revenging, you know, being over there. And I was not in peace with that, of course. And then I wanted to perpetuate that experience, and I went to book number 2, and then to book number 3, and then to book number, thank you, to book number 4. You see, and this is how those books affected my reality, affected my experience. You see, because the conversations with God basically helped me to connect with the Source within me in a conversational manner. And it's a really beautiful story how I got into this book. I saw it all over. I saw it in the bookstores in Jerusalem where I was living at the time, and I said, that guy looked kind of to me. It looks like this kind of language, like meow, meow, meow. No, that's not for me. I'm not into this kind of talking. And then I remember that one day, it was around April, and I was walking into a New Age shop, you know, in one of those little alleys in the center of the city, and I walked in and I saw some crystals and stuff and this, and you know, and I was just about to get out of the shop, and I felt that pulling me back, as if there was something I didn't see. And I said, okay, you tell me what it is that you want me to buy, and show me, because I have to go. I was just about my way out. I said, I must go. I don't have time for this. So I felt that I have been guided into the book section that was not that impressive in this shop, because the books were not the highlight of this shop. So I went to that section and I said, okay, that's too much. I need you to show me exactly which book do you want me to get, because I don't have time to browse through all those books, okay? And then my eye was dropping on Conversation with God by Neil Donald Lynch, and I said, are you serious with me? Are you serious? And then I said, okay, tell me, I need to know right now what it is in this book that I have to read. So I took the book in my hands and I opened it randomly. It was page 19, I remember, because later on I marked it, and it said that life is not about learning, it's about creating. That was the phrase that my eye dropped on it. I said, okay, I'm sold. Okay, I'm sold. Why creation? I'm a creator, I'm a designer, I'm an artist. It's all about creation, you see? And that's how I got the book. That's how I got the book. There was no way to convince me to get that book. It was basically, they were pulling me and throwing the book into my hands and say, okay, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to know. This is what you're going to know, and just take it. And it was a huge breakthrough for me. Okay, so that's for today. That's how about if you don't use it, you lose it. And the next video, I'm probably going to do it later today. It's going to is going to be about, I forgot. Yeah, it's the last one. You can check my post and I'm going to go there. I think it's about how to hold the steady vibration, how to hold it, how to sustain it, you know, because basically it's a regimen, how to sustain a high vibration, I think. But you have to follow me for this. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and just remember, if you want to work with me on your frequency is is reflecting on every aspect in your life. It's reflecting on your relationship, it's reflecting on your health, it's reflecting on your business, it's reflecting on your work, it's reflecting on any aspect in your life. Okay, so don't think this lady is talking about energy and blah blah blah, and I'm just here to make money. If you want to make money, you really have to work on your energy. That's not even a question. Okay, I'll see you next video. Bye bye.